Hi, welcome to the Dragonfly tutorial on annotations and shapes. Your annotations are under the Annotate toolbar, and you can only create annotations in the 2D views, but they can be viewed from the 3D view and the 2D view, which I will show you later on. So first, we will begin to create our first annotations. Let me go to a 2D view. So our first tool that we can use is to create points. All you have to do is left click your mouse, and we have created some points. This is helpful to make a feature of your object more visible. And under the data properties and settings, you can change the thickness of the line of the point. So we want to make it thicker. We can increase it to 1. And now, as you can see, the lines have become a lot more thick. You can also change the size of the point. Say we want to increase it. And now the points have become much larger. You can also change the shape of your points. And you can do whatever works best for your data set. Now, under the basic properties, it will also tell us the different positions of the points in relation to your data set. You can also change the color of your points. Currently it's yellow because we are selecting it, but if I select the data set, as you can see now it's green. We can change the color by clicking the green. You can choose whatever color you'd like. You can also change the name of the points, say to dots over here. Our next tool is the ruler. And you can use the ruler to just measure whatever distances you'd like to use. And the ruler will tell you the length of it in micrometers. You can also see it under the properties. If you want to make a more straight ruler, and if you want to make a vertical ruler, all you have to do is left shift. And now you created a very straight line in comparison to this. You can also create a horizontal straight line by pressing the left control and dragging once again. So start from here. And now you have a straight horizontal line. The next tool is the angle tool, and this just measures any angle of the vertex. And here it tells us the exact angle measurements. We can also create split angles, which is the fourth tool. And the split angle will measure the angle between any two surfaces that doesn't have an exact vertex to it. So say we want to measure over here. Now between these two surfaces, just that. We can also create our path, which is similar to a ruler, but it's a freehand one. So say we want to measure this path. Now over in the properties, we can decide to smooth out our ruler if you find it to be a little rough. So if we smooth it out, now the edges have become more rounded. You can also decrease the amount of points if you find it to be too many by going over here and then resampling it. You can also create an arrow by, again, left clicking and dragging to point out any annotation or any area. Say I want to point out this ruler, and just click and drag. And all of our annotations will appear under the annotation filter. Lastly, we can also create 2D shapes, such as a rectangle, an ellipse, any polygon, and you can also freehand your own shape. Now, all the shapes under the properties, it will tell you their perimeter and area under micrometers or micrometers squared. Lastly, if we move over to our 3D view, as you can see, all of our annotations are visible in the 3D view, although you cannot create them in the 3D view. Now, viewing them in this view is helpful, so then you can tell where your annotations are in relation to your 3D image as a whole. There is also the Shapes toolbar, where you can create 3D shapes. Again, you can only create this in the 3D view now. And even though I clicked the box, it's still not visible to me because I have to go under the Shapes filter to make it visible. Now I've created a box. And you can change the dimensions of it and its angle or its plane. And boxes are useful if you want to stitch data together. You can use that with Dragonfly form, or if you want to look at, if you want to clip a certain area within your 3D image, this is also useful. You just click the USB drive so it changes, or so your effects change that data set, and then we can clip, and now we can see the inset of the object, and this may be useful for some people. And that's it. This was the video on annotations and shapes.